everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I did this e.l.f. look using all e.l.f. products. So I did this makeup look using all e.l.f. products. And I did have a few gems and a few misses. I'm going to tell you the few gems that I have right now, and then the misses you'll see in the video. Definitely in love with this highlight. This is the apricot highlight, apricot glow highlight from e.l.f. It's like $3. It's amazing. And I also really loved some of the brushes that I found, and that would be the foundation blurring brush and this contour brush. So it is a contouring brush and it has this like really nice edge. It's perfect for chiseling out the cheeks, and I like that the way that everything came out. I just think that my foundation was a little bit dark. And yeah, I think those are like my top products. So with that being said, let's get on to the tutorial. I am going to start off with my brows, and I actually really do love this brow pencil. And this is obviously from e.l.f. This is an e.l.f. video, but this is in the color neutral brown. So I don't know if I love it because of the color, because I don't really find any colors that are like this. It is only $2, so it is kind of like a focus, but this is the color. And that's like the perfect color for my brows. And I'm just gonna fill in my brows like I would normally do. And I'm gonna be looking down because I have my mirror here. So the thing about this eyebrow pencil is that you're not gonna get such like perfect lines because of the tip. So if you see the tip here, it's kind of like a round tip. So like I said, you're just going to be able to really fill this in, and if you could see the difference, like it's filled in, it's nice, it's thick, especially like here in the front where I have sparse hairs. I do like this pencil for that. Anything, I would recommend this pencil for you to fill in after you define. So I don't want it to look too harsh, so I think that this is filled in just fine. And what I want to do is, I brought this e.l.f. this HD Lifting concealer, and I got it in the color medium. I think I should have went down a shade because this is kind of my skin tone. So what I'm going to do with this is I am going to go ahead and just kind of carve out my brows using one of my favorite brushes from e.l.f. and that is the e.l.f. concealer brush, and I absolutely love it. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna like clean up my brows. So yeah, so with that, I just kind of cleaned up the brows, nothing crazy. I'm gonna just zoom in a little bit so you can see. I think I went a little bit heavy with the brows, but it's okay. Bold brows are in right now. Have you seen the new wavy trend? I don't think I'm gonna be on that bandwagon, but maybe for Halloween. But I'm gonna start off with my eyes, and I'm gonna use this as the primer. So I purchased this nude rose gold e.l.f. palette because I did have the Mad for Matte palette. And if you watch my earlier tutorials, you would see that I did a makeup look, a drugstore makeup look, but I didn't I predominantly use this Mad for Matte palette, but I used also like Revlon and like some other products. So what I'm gonna do is I purchased this nude rose gold palette, but I tried it out on, you know, when I did this first go around with this tutorial, and I did not like it at all to create a complete look. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the Mad for Matte and the rose gold palette just so you can see the pigmentation on, you know, with both these palettes. And I purchased some brushes, so I'm gonna start off using this e.l.f. blending brush. So this is how it looks. It has a really like fluffy top, and I'm just going to set my eyes with this color from the Mad for Matte palette. So with the same brush, I am going to dip into, let's see, I'm gonna dip into the Mad for Matte palette, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. So it's like a peachy color. I'm gonna go in with this shade with this brush. And I'm gonna try to use that as a transition color. If it's not, it has a lot of kick up, so just make sure that you tap off your brush. I don't know if you see all that like smoke right now, but just make sure you do that. And if it's not deep enough, I will go in with a different color. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just building up that color. And that's what you really want to do with a transition color. The more you blend, the more you build, the easier it is for you to get the other colors to blend in properly. So I think I'm going to zoom you in a little bit more if I can. So I wanted to zoom you in a little bit more so you could see me building up the crease color. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this color from the Mad for Mattes palette right here. What I'm going to do is I like to keep my eyes open and just kind of place the color where it needs to be. And I'm just going to place it right in this area right here. So right above my crease. So now I'm going to move to my rose gold palette. Going with 2 shades from here. We're going to go in with this one, and then we're going to do this like in the inner corner. Works. And I'm using the E.L.F concealer, this concealer brush. And I'm just going to put this gold. Let's see if we could build this. Okay, I'm going to use this E.L.F makeup mist, and I'm just gonna spray my brush. You want to try and just wet it. Okay, so you see how that worked so much better? Can you see how, like before you just really didn't see it, it was like nothing. Where I'm starting is like my end point, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deepen up this crease area here. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm just gonna work on the other eye now. And again, I'm gonna spray my brush. Okay, don't get my camera wet. Girl, getting your camera wet, just got this in. And now I am just gonna go in and start again, start building. Just gonna start building that color. You hear the conversation? I love it. They're talking about Sonic right now, FYI. Comment down below if you used to play Sonic back in the day. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this brush right here, which is a really just like small tip brush. It is called the E.L.F concealer brush also. Funny enough. And I'm going to take this color right here. So with this brush, and this is the E.L.F Crease Brush, I am going to go in with the Mad for Matte palette, and I'm going to hit this color right here. So it's not too dark. I'm not wetting this brush or anything like that. I'm just going to pick up that color. You have a lot of fallout with E.L.F shadows. And I'm just going to put that right here, and I'm really going to build that color right here in the outer corner of my eye. So you're going to see that it's going to give just a little bit of definition, a little bit of smokiness. So you'll see this eye a lot better. And I'm just building that color on that outer corner. And you'll see that it's just kind of deepening this look. It's giving you like natural vibes, and it's not too crazy, but with like a little bit of smoke. So now I have it at like a color, just a depth that I like. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to take that other brush, that like fluffy brush that I had. Not sure if you could see it, I'll show you it against this. And I'm gonna go back in with this color right here, and I'm just gonna blend everything in. So you're just going over top, and you're just blending in that dark color with everything else. Like the thing with E.L.F shadows is it's affordable, but you do get a lot of patches. But if you work with it and you just want something maybe like that you can use for work, like a palette that's not too much, this is definitely a nice palette for that. But like I said, if you're going to an event or something, you're not gonna reach for this palette. Use that same brush that I use for my inner corner, and I am going to, let's see what I'm gonna use for my brow bone. I'm gonna go in with this white shade right here and just kind of highlight my brow bone area. Just this top right here, like that top arch area. That is it. I'm not doing anything more than that. I am going in now to complete the look with this E.L.F liner, and it's an intense ink eyeliner. So it's a really big tip. So I'm not sure how we're gonna make this work, but we're gonna try. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pretty much like wing my liner. For me, this seems like it's going on like if I was using a pencil. Coming out super, like a supernatural wing. Not even like supernatural, like oh my god, out of this world, like just natural coloring. That was like the corniest joke ever. Oh my god, I cracked myself up. So one of my best friends is a actual comedian, and I said one of my best friends because I have like several. And she is a comedian, and she just like always cracks me up, and like I try to tell her stories over and they just are not as funny as when she says it. So you should check her out. She's on Instagram as, I'll link it down below. I think it's Sher, I can't remember. There's like a lot of names, so I'm gonna put it, or Boogie Down Sounds Bronx. I'm gonna put it down below, and you can check her out. She's so funny, you'll be cracking up. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've watched her videos, because you'll be laughing. Also, a lot of my friends are like super heavy on Instagram. I'm gonna link their names down below. One is a wonderful like mommy blogger, and then the other one is like a stylist guru, like oh my god. And yeah, like she's been helping me kind of like revamp my wardrobe and things like that, because I feel like I know how to do makeup, but I just don't know how to style myself, and she's been helping me a lot. So I'm gonna link her stuff down below also. I did my eyes. I did like just a little bit of a wing. It looks like it's faded there, but that's just because of the lighting. So this isn't a dark matte finish at all like this. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some falsies, and I will be right back. And just to show you the mascara that I'm gonna use the obviously E.L.F, but this is called the Volumizing and Defining Mascara. Honestly, I'm gonna say it's not really doing much. Okay, let me redo. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna apply my false lashes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start on my face. So I'll be right back. So lashes are on, and now I'm gonna start with the rest of my face, and then I'm gonna finish up my eyes. So I just tested this out on the back of my hand, and I think that it's gonna be just a little bit too dark. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to prime my face, and what I'm gonna prime my face with is this mineralized mineral infused primer. Can you see it? Can you see it? There you go. And it comes out pretty much clear. So it's like a clear silicone based primer. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put that all over my face. So like I said, this is like a really nice feel. It has a really nice feel to it. I just don't know how well it's going to do with like keeping my makeup on all day. So what I'm gonna do is I think that I am going to just kind of thug it out a little bit and just use this foundation just so you guys can see how it wears. I'll just use a really, really small amount and just try to blend it out really as much as I can. So I'm just putting it on the back of my hand and I'm just gonna dot it like here and there. It's a super thick consistency and I personally don't like thick foundations. And just because it's thick doesn't mean it's gonna have the best coverage, just so you know. It could just mean that you're just gonna look like a grease ball at the end of the night. With that, I am using this brush from E.L.F. and this is the, this is the, let me see, foundation blurring brush, and I actually really, really like this brush. So I think it might help out with the foundation that I'm wearing, with buffing it in. So kind of like pat it in. I'm not gonna like swirl it in. So yeah, you could see that it's super like, it's okay. The foundation itself is nice. I just think that the color for me is just not there. And the brush though is like amazing. Like this brush is really everything right now. I think though that what I'm gonna have to do is use like one E.L.F product, one product that's not E.L.F, just to lighten this up. And like I said, my concealer color is like my skin color, so this isn't gonna work. It's not gonna brighten anything. So, but I do like this concealer. If I had a lighter color, I would really have loved this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go get another drugstore type of concealer that's lighter, and that will kind of like make this whole. So I'm back, and the comparison or like a comparable priced concealer would be this LA Girl Pro Matte, LA Girl Pro Conceal and HD High Definition Concealer. And this is in the color Creamy Beige, and it's a lot lighter, so I think it'll balance out what's going on. Going to blend this all in with this Maybelline brush. So like I said, that's the only like E.L.F thing that I'm not going to be using, because I couldn't find an E.L.F like under eye brush. I blended everything out and I do like the way that it looks. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that brush that I used to put the foundation on and bring these colors in. Oh, I forgot to use this. I'm gonna use it. Let's try it. This is the E.L.F lightweight concealer stick, and I got it in the color, what color is it? Deep. And I'm gonna use this to just contour. Oh, this is intense. Yeah, this is gonna be a nice contour. And this is the contour brush that I saw at E.L.F. So I thought it was a really cool idea to use that to kind of blend in my contour, but I feel like it's just kind of, no, it looks good on camera. I just feel like it's kind of taking all the product away here. And now I'm gonna go in with, let's see, I'm actually gonna use a brush that's not an E.L.F brush for this, but it is also drugstore, and that is the Wet n Wild's brush. It doesn't have a name, but it's this fluffy brush, and I think it's from their vegan line, so I like that. And I'm going to use this E.L.F. I can't remember the name of this. Oh, this is the St. Lucia palette. So these are the colors that are in it. I'm going to use this bronze color to kind of just like, maybe just set that contour. And also too, I'm sorry, I have this setting powder. So I should have done that. But I got this finishing powder, and I got this in the color medium dark. So this is what the color looks like. So it's kind of like exactly my skin tone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take also that brush, and I'm just going to, or you know what, I'll use this Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and take that and like set. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up this blush palette, and the blush palette that I got was the dark palette because I like darker blushes. I like berry color blushes, and look at how beautiful this is. So I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this color right here. So it's like a nice wine plum color. Essence of Beauty. I got this at CVS a long time ago. It's like a angled brush, and it's perfect for applying blush. And I'm just doing a really light hand. But what I'm going to do next is pretty much my favorite part, and this is my favorite product, Apricot Glow Highlighter. This color is like so beautiful. You're gonna see when I put it on. And what the trick is with this is I learned from Kathleen Lights, who I love, is to scrape off the top, and you'll see just like how intense it is. If you're not seeing the true potential, I'm gonna use this MAC brush. I just want you to see what happens with this thing. It's so pretty, like it's gorgeous. Okay, so now I'm going to finish up my under eyes, and what I'm going to do is I am just going to go in with the Matte for Matte palette, and I'm going to go in with this color right here and this color right underneath the eye, and that is all, folks. And I'm using this brush, and this is one of my favorites also, and it is just the E.L.F. like, it's really nice. It's really nice for your under eye. I'm just gonna I'm gonna do is I'm going to set my face with this makeup mist and set, and we are all done. Oh, just kidding. My lips, I forgot my lips. Okay, for my lips, I am going to go in with this liner in the color Natural and this blushing brown lipstick. So let's go. So this is the complete look using all E.L.F. products. If you liked the tutorial, please remember to give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you on the next one.